On this video, I would like to address the idea of your homeschooling educational philosophy and your mission statement, objective, goal, um, vision, or whatever term you want to use. The first thing is our philosophy. It helps keep your perspective. A lot of times it's really easy to get bogged down into this one particular day or this stage that is being gone through. You look at your 7-year-old and think, oh, I can't think of anything else. I can't see anything else but right now. It helps to keep in mind what you would like to see them as an 18-year-old walking out your front door into their own adulthood. Um, what you're trying for, what you're going to be okay with. So anyway, it's just a way to keep priorities straight, keep your perspective straight, things like that. And we review these things once a semester. That is good for my daughter so that she can keep her perspective. She has an understanding, a little bit better understanding of why we're doing what we're doing, what does education mean, what's learning, what's school, how our philosophy different than the other kids that are doing public school or private school, that sort of thing. So for us, I have our educational philosophy in picture form. And if you give me a second, I will try to have it. There are 8 squares. Okay. Okay. So you can get a general idea. Just you've got the individual, walking, zipper, wide road, narrow road, choice, key, and car. So that is our educational philosophy. Now I'm going to go through it individually. The rain's starting to kick back up again. I do have our educational objective on the top that I will get to in a minute. The individual. This is her to understand that she has been created and called by God, and that helps her as an individual. And when she is interacting with others, to understand that she is working with a person, who has also been created and called. So the second one is the halakha. I don't speak Hebrew, so on these videos, if I'm not pronouncing them correctly, I apologize. But we are educating as Jews, so I'm okay with the Judeo-Christian Western tradition, civilization, that type of thing. But the word halakha means, well, it's the law, and a lot of people kind of cringe on that. For us, it's not a bad thing. I'll address that in another video. But at the root, it means the way to walk, to move, to go for. It's the way that you go through life. Then we've got the zipper, which has the standard, where the teeth are intermingled at the bottom, and you've got your piece in the middle, and you've got your 2 tracks at the top. Then we've got the Nimrod model, the endless wide brick road. Then we've got the Abrahamic model, the endless narrow cobblestone road. Then we've got exercise moment by moment free will. And that's the power to choose. Choose your response. Choose the things that you have the power and control of those things that are in your environment, that you bring into your environment, and those things that leave, your thoughts and your speech and your behavior, your conduct. So it's mastering the things in your environment that come in and go out. And in that way, you should be able to see. It's got the pants where the zipper, where the teeth go together. Then it's got the body frame, and then basically the arms is the two choices that you have. And that choice you have is every moment. Every moment you choose, okay, in this moment, am I going to walk down the wide road or the narrow road? Then we've got the key, your mind and your heart. And then your transportation, which is your curriculum track. And at the bottom, if you missed it, there's your key and your transportation. And then at the bottom, here I wrote, a parent's job is to teach and train up a child in the way they should go. And then I have listed Genesis 18:19, Deuteronomy 6:6 and 7, Proverbs 22:6, and then I also have in the Christian book, New Testament, Ephesians 6:4. Obviously, there are a ton of other verses that could be included. Those are the key verses that we have for here, for our philosophy and such. So, that is our education in pictures. And like I said, we review that about once a semester. Imagine when she gets older, we'll just do it once a year. But it's a good way for her to understand the direction that we're going, what we're trying to do, why we're doing what we're doing. And it helps, keep me level-headed too and remember, okay, today is not it. There's a bigger picture, And then I have our educational objective. Like I said, this is the vision, the mission statement, goal, whatever term you want to use. That should be close enough for you to see what's in it. Anyway, I've got the knowledge. Then I put in parentheses. I've done this throughout this. So in parentheses, I've got application. So another term would be wisdom, because wisdom is applying the knowledge that you have, right? So knowledge, application of governing truth laws, precepts and principles, the skills, and the character. Teva, I believe, is the Hebrew word for being. Who you are in the dark, right, when no one else is around. Required of a self-governing and internally free person living, Lahaim, right, life, spiritually walking, halakha, and fulfilling a providential life calling, avodah. Sorry, I don't speak Hebrew. Working on it, trying to learn. That's why we're trying to incorporate these words so they look a little bit more familiar, even if I don't really know how to pronounce them. In an externally free or occupied society. We don't always have a choice on whether or not we live in a free country externally. internally, right? That Frank Victor or something, I don't remember his name. The Holocaust survivor, wrote a book. He talked about the difference between internally free and externally free. Um, you can be internally free regardless of the externals. And I know I'm not alone in understanding that we have been very blessed in America, but that grace and that blessing from our ancestors that has about ridden out, gone about as far as it's going to go. And at this point, um, we need to make choices moment by moment, as far as what kind of country and just on a spiritual note. I didn't mean to get religious too much, but there's a battle on the spiritual plane. We've always known that, you're told that if you go to church or anything like that. But I think more and more people are starting to realize that those things are a lot more real than what we had thought. And that battle on that spiritual plane is our country, our red, white, and blue is have a good fight. Anyway, regardless of whether you are externally free or how free, being told what areas we are free in and what areas we're not. Those things are secondary. What matters first, the primary, is the internal freedom. So anyway, the point of this video isn't to tell you, okay, well, this is what she said, so we gotta copy it, stuff. The point of this is for you to take time for your homeschooling household, your philosophy, what the big picture is extremely important. It's easy to go, okay, well, I'm going to get this curriculum, I'm going to get that curriculum. I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Well, we're going to do, this hour is going to be filled with this. Well, we don't have time for that activity. Those things are the day to day. But you also have to keep perspective as far as the year to year, the decade to decade, that generational vision. What's the big picture? When they leave your house and enter their own adult life, what's the end game? Okay, thank you.